Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the very first interview that we have on this series, in which I am going to be interviewing Nigerian entrepreneurs so that they can give advice to the teenagers out there and even to the old entrepreneurs who still need some advice, especially with the economy that we have nowadays in Nigeria. I would like our very first guest to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Victor Ogakwu. I live in Lagos. I come from a little kingdom called Udi Kingdom in Enugu State.
I actually come from that same village, you know.
Yeah, we're supposed to be.
He's like my uncle.
Yeah. My nephew. Yeah.
So, can you please tell us a little bit about your company?
Companies. Today we're sitting at a restaurant called the Yellow Chili Restaurant. Yellow Chili is probably, if you use TripAdvisors.com, Yellow Chili is probably rated number 1 or 2 in Nigeria. We have great traditional food, wonderful continental cuisine. It's all mixed up. I hear the food is great. We have some very wonderful menus that people hook up to. And I have people who fly into Nigeria. They land at the airport. The first place they come to is Yellow Chili before they go home.
Oh.
They don't even know how their kids are doing, but they just come and eat. Food is made every day, fresh out of the farm every single day.
Wow.
And we're open 7 days a week. This is our 14th year, and we're planning on adding some more branches as soon as we can. It's one brand that you'd come into Nigeria. When you land at the airport, mention to any cab driver, any person you know, and they'll bring you to where we are. Now, the other things that we do, we have a company called Digital Map Company of Nigeria. What we do is surveys, mapping, surveys, mapping, and everything to do with surveys, really. Today, things are going very slow. So we're putting our heads together to make sure that state governments are getting taxes paid where they have to be paid, water treatment things, doing water, doing roads, and things like that. Things you need to do with surveys. And there's also another company called Valcasem Limited. Valcasem generally does leases. We lease emergency equipment, ambulances, fire trucks, compactors, skip loaders, garbage trucks, and all that. We want to keep Nigeria clean. So there are a few other small companies, but those ones are what you do, what I call day by day. You run into things and you start doing them. My passion is to get things right. My passion is to make sure that things are done properly. My passion is to make sure that the man sitting next to me is doing as well as I'm doing. If it's not my passion to wake up in the morning and get things done and done properly, then I don't deserve to wake up in the morning. Well, business ideas and how I come up with it. I'll tell you a small story about the Yellow Chili, for instance. I have 2 wonderful partners, well, 3 now. And I remember walking into a restaurant and we're eating, and I said to them, guys, why don't we do a restaurant for the upwardly mobile gentleman or woman, people who will spend a little more. What that would mean is that we put a little more into it, make sure the food is fresh, make sure everything about it is all tasty and nice. And everybody looks at me and said, listen guys, nobody will pay that much money to eat Nigerian food. Because our staple food, people consider it to be cheap. So I said to them, we'll try and see. And moreover, we have guys who we go around and watch football or watch tennis or whatever it is in their homes. And I said, if we had something like that, we'll have a bar upstairs where we'll eat downstairs and go upstairs and watch football and all that. And one thing led to another. I got a place. Now, economy in Nigeria. I don't know. This is 2000. Today is the 26th of June 2016. I'm not exactly sure if I'd answer that question today. Because if I had answered it on Friday, a lot of things happened between Friday and today. A lot of things happened a week and a half ago. Entrepreneurs and advice for them. I don't know. I don't think I could answer that. The economy is in such crazy shape that I would hope and I would think that people who have something to do already, who have jobs that they're working offices or out of offices, should stay there in the meantime until we know where we're going. If you've come out already, just join us and queue up and hope that something falls your way. How do I unwind? I'm a people person and I like to hang out with the boys, watch football, watch tennis, get a drink every now and then. Oh, I like to go to the movies quite a bit. I get up at 4 p.m. when the head is full and I go into the cinema. I watch one from 4 to 6 and I do another one from 6:30 to 8. I come out a brand new man. I like to go to lounges. I like to relax. I like a good drink. Maybe a stiff one every now and then. I like the better things of life. You know, that's what it is. That's how I am. Daily routine. On a good day, I wake up at 6 o'clock. I pray. I go into my little notebook. I look through it, check my emails and all that, and I go to sleep again because I don't sleep well at night. So that sleep time for me is between 5:30 and 7:30 in the morning. It's very deep at that time. I don't leave the house before 10 o'clock every morning, and usually I go to the main office that controls a lot of these things that we do. It's on Biado Street in Ikoyi, Lagos. And from there, I would go to Yellow Chili in Ikeja because of traffic. Going that way during the day, there's no traffic. Then I'll come back when the traffic is building up to Victoria Island, which is where I close. I close probably like 9 or 10 o'clock. Philosophy in life. Just keep thanking God and hoping that everyone stays happy. There are 2 kids. My boy, Emeka, the first one, works for GE in Toronto. Good kid. Never really called me when he didn't have money, but I would always know and send it. I'm very proud of him. He's married now. He has a daughter called Victoria, named after me actually. Then I have a daughter who's just finishing school. She wants to do business in Nigeria. I'm trying to persuade her to move back to Toronto, which is where. So she's buying from Nigeria and selling in Toronto. She's borrowed quite a bit of money, never paid back though. But you know, we're dealing with it. Continuing my business, Emeka, my son, doesn't really care. He's a web engineer. He doesn't, you know, he's a good kid, and being a good kid means he's not thinking of coming here and doing any work. So, my daughter is here already. My business, my daughter is, well, that's what she read in school, hospitality actually, but I don't think she likes the way we do it here. So I don't know. I don't know how it'll turn out. Maybe when we open more branches, maybe she'll come and join. I don't know. I'd rather not say. I'm a little vocal for some people. So teenagers, I just let them just come home and sit with mom and dad and talk every day. And see and learn from mom and dad, even if mom and dad are not business people. So I guess if you're lucky and if you plan well, you'd get there. Planning well. Hard work pays. I don't know how much it pays here, but hard work pays. Hard work pays. Some 22-year-old girl was being interviewed about on Easter Sunday or something about politics. On Democracy Day, sorry. And she said that she feels that the president is driving a car and looking at the rearview mirror. What that means is that you are going to crash because you're worried about things that have happened in the past and you're not going forward. So I don't know. I don't know. Keep keeping on. Keep keeping on. Just keep listen to that and more. The friends on the streets won't tell you. They'll tell you what you want to hear. Mom and dad will tell you the truth.
Thank you so much, Prince Ogakwu. That took a lot out of me to say, but thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate your time. And on behalf of the youth that's watching this, thank you for sharing your advice with us. And I'm really, really hopeful that a lot of people out there are learning a lot from what wise men like him have to say. Any last
Thank you. And let's just be prayerful. I think it will get better.
Yeah.
I don't know when though, but I think it will.
Jingle jangle.